Hello, this is the Grief Time channel. Today we're going to tell you which celebrities have passed away. Videos are published every day, subscribe and press the bell.
Much-loved hurricane Hazel McCallion passed away at 101, leaving a legacy we will remember for generations. She was a much-loved figure in the city of Mississauga, Ontario. Hurricane Hazel was an inspiration to many and a leading light in city politics. We mourn a true great of public service and political innovation with heavy hearts. Known as Hurricane Hazel, she served as mayor of Mississauga, Ontario for 36 years and inspired a generation of public servants. Her record-breaking run of service and commitment to the welfare of her community was unparalleled. Public members loved her and honored her with numerous accolades, including being named the best mayor in the world by the City Mayor's Foundation in 2010. Earl Boen was born in New York City and started his acting career at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. The late actor Boen made his Broadway debut in the original production of The Man in the Glass Booth in 1968 and soon found success in the film world with roles in The French Connection, Stardust Memories, and The Entity. A decade later, he was cast as Dr. Silberman in The Terminator, and the rest was history. The veteran actor also had a long career in television, appearing on Law & Order, Star Trek, The Next Generation, and China Beach. He had also lent his vocal talents to the Batman Superman, Our Batman, the animated series, and the Transformers. Was an Italian World Cup alpine ski racer. Born in Val Camonica, she focused on the speed events of downhill and Super G. Her younger sisters, Nadia and Sabrina, also raced on the Italian team. Fancini won 2 World Cup races in downhill 9 years apart and won a silver medal at the 2005 World Championships. She represented Italy at 3 Winter Olympics and 6 World Championships. On 12 January 2018, Fancini announced that she would not compete in the 2018 Winter Olympics at Pyeongchang in order to undergo cancer treatment. That November, she was preparing to return to the World Cup. Bangladeshi Islamist leader Delwar Hosseini Sanyidi was a prominent part of the Jamaat Islami Party. In 2010, he was arrested on charges of genocide and rape of Hindus during the War of 1971, or the Bangladesh Liberation War. Initially sentenced to death, he later got his sentence commuted to life imprisonment. Sanyidi was accused of and later convicted of committing arson, rape and murder during the Bangladesh Liberation War in 1971. A German alpine skier. She was the overall World Cup champion in 1976 and a double gold medalist at the 1976 Winter Olympics. Mittermeier competed in alpine skiing from 1967 to 1976, retiring after a highly successful season in which she finished with 2 Olympic gold medals and ranked first in the World Cup. She remained popular, advertising for sports and as a non-fiction writer. She was known as Gold Rosie, and she was inducted into Germany's Sports Hall of Fame in April 2006. When it was initiated, Mittermeier was born in Munich and grew up in Ray T.M. Winkel on the Winkelmuseum. Her father had run there the Passauer Hütte. A Canadian psychologist and business school professor at the Yale School of Management. Life and career. Vroom was born in Montreal, Quebec on August 9, 1932. He held a PhD from University of Michigan and an Ms and Bs from McGill University. His primary research was on the expectancy theory of motivation, which attempts to explain why individuals choose to follow certain courses of action and prefer certain goals or outcomes over others in organizations, particularly in decision-making and leadership. His most well-known books are Work and Motivation, Leadership and Decision-Making, and The New Leadership. In this theory, Afghan-born Indian cricketer who played in 29 Test matches from 1960 to 1973. An all-rounder, Durrani was a slow left-arm orthodox bowler and a left-handed batsman famous for his six-hitting prowess. He was the only Indian Test cricketer to have been born in Afghanistan. He was the first cricketer to win an Arjuna Award. In 2011, he was awarded the C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award, the highest honor bestowed by BCA on a former player. Durrani was the hero of India's series victory against England in 1961-62. He took 8 and 10 wickets in their wins at Kolkata and Chennai, respectively. Also, a decade later, he would be instrumental in India's maiden victory. Was Spanish professional footballer and manager. He played as a midfielder for Deportivo de La Coruña, España Industrial Barcelona, Inter Milan, Sampdoria. He also represented the Spain national team between 1957 and 1972, regarded as one of the greatest Spanish football players of all time. In 1960, Suarez became the first and only male Spanish-born player to win the Ballon d'Or. In 1964, he helped Spain win their first European Championship title. Suarez originally achieved prominence as a creative inside forward or attacking midfielder in modern terms during a spell at Barcelona in the 1950s. American lawyer, author and activist, noted as the founder of Trans-Africa. He was known particularly for his impassioned opposition to apartheid and for his advocacy on behalf of Haitian immigrants and Haitian President John Bertrand Aristide. Due to his frustration with American society, Robinson emigrated to St. Kitts in 2001. Robinson was a civil rights attorney in Boston 71-75 before he worked for U.S. Congressman Bill Clay 1975 and as administrative assistant to Congressman Charles Diggs 1976. American hurdler. He was the first person in the history of the ILR World Championships in athletics to win 3 consecutive 110 meters hurdles titles, 1983, 1987, and 1991. Foster was the 1981 IAAF World Cup and the 1991 World Indoor Hurdling Champion. As well as his international titles, Foster was twice NCAA Outdoor Champion in 1978 and 1980 in the 110 meters hurdles and was the NCAA 200 meters champion in 1979. He won 10 U.S. national titles, 4 of them outdoors in the 110 meters